Hi, and welcome back. This is a FlossTube episode. It's probably going to be a short one even for me. I've kind of been dividing my time up this past week, and I was going to do my video yesterday, but I got kind of carried away with other things that I was doing. You can notice I'm trying to get another space. I'm actually in a fairly cold room in my house because I'm upstairs in a room I never use, and but you can't hear the furnace up here. And I put the dogs in the kitchen, so the most noise from animals you might hear are my cats outside the door trying to get in. I can't stop it all. Anyway. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I've had quite a few this week, I guess, which is kind of to be expected because I'm switching channels. My old channel was Kelly Bell Stitches, and I'm moving my FlossTube here to my Kelly Bell channel, where it can be any kind of crafting that my imagination takes me to. So my stitching this week wasn't great. It was okay. I worked a little bit on Jabbar, which if you've been here before, you know is a cross stitch pattern I created myself based on the photo of my cat Jabbar from a very long time ago. He was a really nice cat, a big gray and white cat with a pink nose and pink paws. He was a great old man. Anyway, I don't have a printer picture printout, but this is what the actual chart looks like. And it only has 25 colors in it because I kept it kind of simple. And this is where I am right now. And you can see he's really coming along. And both of those eyes out there, it's amazing. So if I concentrate on this, I could probably get him done pretty quick. Well, quick enough for full coverage, because that's as big as the piece will be. I've reached both sides, top and bottom. So I'm really happy with that. And for anyone who's interested, this is my colored pencil cross off of my chart for the areas that I've already stitched. And he kind of looks like a, I don't know, avant-garde cat right now. I kind of like him colored in. It's kind of cool. So I've been having a lot of fun with him. I'm really happy with the way that's coming out. I really like the way that stitching software works. I also worked on Country Cottage and Needleworks for Snowfall. That's a stitch along on Instagram. It's hashtag PC for Snowfall, and that's a stitch along being kind of hosted by Priscilla and Chelsea, who are floss tubers here on YouTube, and they have a really fun floss tube. Makes me wish my daughter lived closer. Anyway, that's the stitch that's being done. Country Cottage Needlework, and it's Forced Snowfall. And I'm stitching this as charted. I did sub the fennel for, I'm trying to remember what the name. The original flosses were Classic Colorworks, and it was originally charted for deep fennel. And when I ordered it from Down Sunshine Lane, I asked for the flosses too, and she said that the cornflower was closer to the color in the chart. So I am using the cornflower. Although, of course, I couldn't resist and I bought fennel too, but let me see if I can find the fennel. And here you can see the difference in the colors, if I can get them out of the bag. This is the fennel, which is called for in the chart. And this is the blue corn that I'm actually using. Okay, and now I'll show you the piece. I'll tell you, I struggled with the frog all the while I stitched on this. And this is what this looks like right now. And this is the blue corn. I love this pattern. For some reason, I was working on letters, probably because my focus wasn't on what I was doing. I was thinking of all the other things that I still had to do. So every time I got a letter in, I wound up frogging it back out and doing it over, which, as most of you know, is no fun. But, oh, and I didn't tell you, this is, what is this? I think it's Wedgwood. I think I still have the tag on it. Yes. It's 32 count Wedgwood Lugana, and it's a 13 by 18 piece. So I'll have plenty of room. There's still a border, all the little creatures and a tree. I still have quite a ways to go. So 32 count Lugana in Wedgwood. I love the fabric. Fabric's great. So, although Ada is still my favorite, Lugana is probably my favorite even weave. I usually use 25 count Lugana when I stitch on my Hades and my full coverage designs. And I've been thinking lately, I wonder what it would be like to stitch on 32 count. And just do a 1/1/10 stitch. Because right now I do a 1/1 full cross on 25 count. Excuse me. Dropped my floss. Might be something I have to look into. Or try. Shouldn't say look into. Try. So anyway. Another fun stitch. Country Cottage Needleworks and Little House Needleworks have some really cute charts. I'm waiting for my new one, the Barnyard Christmas series. I ordered that from Crazy Annie's. I think she has a Bonanza site. I don't particularly care for her site, but she's really good, and I ordered it in a subscription, so hopefully I get that pretty soon. And Priscilla, was it Priscilla or was it Vanna? I think it was Vanna. She has the Christmas Barnyard Animals, and she's doing those in circular ornaments to go along with the Barnyard Christmas. And if you haven't seen that, you should go look, because I have Barnyard Christmas, and I think I might do something similar, because they really do look nice together. Just saying. And then I worked on my Cheshire Cat from Hade. It's charted by Michelle Saeta, and it is design worked by, how can I never think of this woman's name? Sheila Rayanne. So that's what that looks like. And I started it over. Because I was doing it on that 20 count to the grid even weave that I didn't like. So I started it over. I believe this is 18 count. Magic Guide. And that's where I got back to. And then I started having to frog on this too, so I stopped. Because I had other things I had to do. But that's not too bad for just going back to it for an hour or two. Took me a long time to figure out what other fabric I had that I could use though, and get my pattern page printed back out, because of course I color my printouts, so I had to start that over too. But it's all good. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, so I got kind of a big, someday I'm going to learn to stop buying charts. It's not like I'm a spring chicken. I know I'm not 30-something or 20-something just starting out. I've been in this game a while, and I had a lot of stash to start with. A lot of books, a lot of magazines, a lot of floss. Oh well. Somebody will have a lot of fun when I'm gone. And they can sell it on Stash Unload or eBay or something. This is a freebie because I went out to Scarlet Quince. Oh, brain freeze. I went out to Scarlet Quince because I saw somebody stitching something. I don't know if it was Full Coverage Fanatics or where they were showing it. But anyway, I was looking at their website, and I may have to buy one of their patterns just so I can try their cross-stitching app out. And if you have never looked at Scarlet Quince, you should go look, because it actually has an app, like an e-reading program, that you can open up in your tablet with your chart. And if you click, say you want to do all the 310s, you want to see all the 310s, if you have a lot of confetti, it will actually highlight the color, the symbol that you choose, so you don't miss a stitch. So, and the ability on that Scarlet Quince purchase is amazing. Blows my mind. And like I said, I may have to buy one just to try it. They also offer printed floss labels. Now this was free because I got it with my free chart. I asked for it with my free chart. But you cut these out and, you know, put them on your bobbin or whatever you use, and it has the symbol and the colors, because a lot of their charts have blended colors too. But like this would be the symbols in this chart for the regular colors. Isn't that cool? Just amazing. Anyway, so that's your floss labels. And then this is their free pattern. It's a Rosa Centifolia Angelica Rubra. And it's Pierre Joseph Rideau. And it's an original cross-stitch design by Scarlet Quince. Isn't that beautiful? I'm looking forward to starting that, to trying it. And to use these bobbin labels and see if they help. I usually work from a master box of floss. I don't usually pull my floss for a project. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Except as I use my colors, I usually leave them out in case I need them again. So putting this on maybe the back side of the bobbin, because I write a number on both sides of the bobbin, but I could put a label over one side and then use that for my Scarlet Quince design. Their charts are beautiful, really clear. This isn't a full coverage. It has several pages though, but I'll show you a quick look because it is a free chart. I mean, the chart itself is beautiful. And if you buy the hard copy, it comes spiral bound in a plastic spiral bind. Looks really good. And they have the option of the regular or large print. So that's a bonus too, because I like the large print. Hade is having a sale. I think it's good until like February 3rd or 4th, probably the 3rd. And I don't need any more Hades. I have lots of Hades. Actually, I have a request for a mini into Hade for Napoleon Bonaparte. And it's a Basset Hound as Napoleon Bonaparte, but it's B-O-N-E, a part, for the dog pattern. And I have Queen Elizabeth, so as a mini. So I'd like to get Napoleon and maybe get them going at the same time. That would be fun. But I had a Basset Hound. His name was Doak. And he was the runt of the litter, so he wasn't as big as a regular Basset Hound. But he was the greatest dog. The greatest dog. I mean, I think all my dogs are great. Don't get me wrong. But Doak lived to be 15 years old. And in his lifetime, he was the runt of the litter. He got Lyme disease, which we treated him for. And then he got torsion, which in dogs, especially barrel-chested dogs, like if they eat food or have a lot of dry food and then have a lot of exercise and then they drink a lot, something in their stomach, like it twists. Their stomach like flops right over and twists one of the, I don't know if it's esophageal or some tube down there. He was in serious danger. And I was at work in Albany and my son was home at the time and he was just in high school. Told to call the vet. My vet came and picked Doke up. I mean, I had a wonderful vet. They came and got my dog. He did surgery. I won't go into the gruesome details because it wasn't anything you want to hear about. But he saved him. And same vet that saved Wally from parvo when he was a puppy. I can't say enough good things about country vets. He was a little expensive, but well worth it. Anyway, so that's Napoleon Bonaparte. And I have Queen Elizabeth. Now, Ginger Gerald is working on Queen Elizabeth. And that he was the one that enabled me to go and purchase it from the Haid website. So anyway, they're having a sale. So of course, I had to buy 4 more charts. I don't have them here. I didn't print anything. I just downloaded them. So I might save that and do a walkthrough of all the Haid designs I have, as well as the ones that I have in progress. That could be a pretty interesting video. For me too, because I don't even remember them all. And my music in the background is being brought to you by Amazon. It's Baroque music. I love Baroque music. Baroque and jazz. Fun things. I did have a Stitchy related purchase. Actually, this was 2. I bought Feathered Fashion. This is 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Feathered Fashion by Just Nan. And the reason I got this is because it's a kit and it's birdhouses and it makes this needle slide. The pins aren't included, but I make my own counting pins, so that's fun. But the cross stitch design is included. And you get this needle slide box. And it already has the pattern on the top, which I was a little disappointed in because I thought that you would cross stitch that too. But it is included. And then you get some fusible interfacing and some like velour felt. It's very soft and plush for your pins. And then the box, see if I can figure out how that works. It goes this way. The box has a magnet in it. And that's just the inside of the top. And that's the design. So isn't that really cute? And I have a whole bunch of these. I'm not sure if it's the same size. I think they are. I have a whole bunch. And I really bought them with the intention of making needle slide boxes. So this would be a great starter piece to show me how to do it. So that was fun. And that was kind of an unexpected purchase because I was just been looking at the website one day. And I should have been doing something else probably. And then I also got Nora Corbett's Spring Garden Party Collection lilac, because I have a couple of lilac trees in my side yard and I really love lilacs. So this is part of my effort to buy these pixies and do a pixie for all of the perennial flowers that I keep around my house. There's like 3 colors of Krennic I now have on in my cart that I have to buy. Not that she is on my list to start anytime soon. So I also bought some linen. I don't usually stitch on linen because I don't like the slubs. Really annoys me. But People who usually stitch on this stuff would recognize it probably, but since I can't remember the name, let me get my receipt. Oh, it's just antique ivory. Okay. So this is a 32 count antique ivory. I think it's Belfast, yeah. Belfast. Because I thought Belfast looked like it might be doable. So I just bought a small piece of this to give it a try. It's just a 9 by 13. But something will fit on there nicely. And then I bought, because everybody's talking about stitching on 40 count, and it's not something I have ever done. I have never stitched on 40 count fabric. So this is a piece of 40 count mallow. And it also is just a 9 by 13. Just to have like a sample of it to see if I like stitching on it. But I thought that might be kind of fun. I'm not a sampler stitcher. Not by any stretch of my imagination do I do samplers. So it might be fun to try a small sampler piece. Oops. On the 40 count. Just something different. Because I do a lot of big full coverage projects. Which a lot of them I really need to get back to. Okay, so I'm almost done. Just a couple more things. I had some dyeing experiments going on this week, which is one reason I wasn't stitching. I did some paper dyeing, which will be in a different video. And while I was doing that, I decided to do some experimenting with the same type of products, or household products. I'm not going to tell you here. You want to see it? You're going to have to watch my fabric dyeing version. But I will show you my finished product. Look at that. Yeah. Pretty stuff, isn't it? And that, my friends, is 14 count witched Aida. It was hard as a rock, stiff as a board. I washed it in my machine with detergent. Then I dyed it, and then I washed it in my machine again with detergent. Pretty good. I do say so myself. Same witched fabric. A little bit of a change up to the dye bath, but same products, lighter color, second generation. And then this was different altogether. Pretty cool, isn't it? I don't know what's the front and what's the back. I guess that would be a pick. They are slightly different. That has maybe fewer speckles. This side has a few more speckles because yes, there was a little ice dyeing involved, but not the primary focus. And let's see, I spent most of my week working on my friendship journal for Junk Journal Junkies. I have to do a video on this later today and get that up and post it to Junk Journal Junkies as part of the requirement for being included in the swap. I will be doing that video, so watch for it if you're interested, but this is the journal that I've made for Junk Journal Junkies for that swap. That was fun. And man, do they make a mess. Talk about pulling out everything I own. And then, but it's fun. A lot of fun. And I will have, so I will also have a paper dyeing video, a fabric dyeing video, the Junk Journal video, and this FlossTube video are all coming out this week. So stay tuned. Doesn't happen that often that I do that many videos at one time. And then, if you remember, for the month of January, my daughter Alexandria and I were reading Ocean of Storms by, his name was Mari, M-A-R-I. Anyway, I finished it. I listened to him through my Kindle app. And it was a good book. I mean, the beginning and the middle, you know, it was really good. Great concept. A little theory heavy by the end, a little circular, but not bad. If you like space and time and science fiction, all kept together with mystery and kind of crime, conspiracy type thing, you would like this book. I'm giving it a 3.5, 4 on Goodreads. I haven't gotten there yet, but I liked it. I thought it was really good. And if you want to read my review, I haven't posted it yet, but I'll be putting that out there. And right now, the book that we're reading, let me find my Kindle, is When He Comes for You. This is our book for February. Don't tell my daughter I already started it. I was listening to it yesterday. Oh, can't do it that way. Okay. Well, I'll have to show you some of my other books, but James W. Hall is the author, and it's When They Come for You. And this is a mystery, kind of, well, it's a murder mystery. It's kind of conspiracy. It has to do with corporate greed, corruption. It's actually pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It's set in Miami. How come every time I get towards the end, my camera quits? Anyway, I just need to end my video because that was pretty much all I wanted to say. It's based in Miami, so that's a little bit different. And I'm enjoying it. So, and I think that's pretty much what I've been doing this week. I hope that you've all had a good stitchy week or a good crafting week, because I've been doing a little bit of everything and enjoying myself, and that's the name of the game. Life is too short not to enjoy it. So I hope that you enjoy it. Maybe every day isn't good, but there's always something good in every day. So until my next video, be courageous and be kind, because who doesn't like Cinderella? And happy stitching. Be colorful. Bye. Thank you.